Hello again, it's me, Priscilla Batzell from Spring Hill Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. And I tried to sit inside and do my work. I really did. But I have these 18 by 24 inch canvases, and those ring pours are just beginning to affect me in the same addictive way everything else acrylic pouring has. And the longer the blank canvas sits there and the more I think about the ring pours, the less likely I am to be able to avoid doing some artwork. So there's my most recent edge catcher. We got one good side we can put some more paint on. Then I'll be taking some accidental art photos. I really like these 18 by 24s because even though my tile is 16 by 16, it will hold them up. I have tried my best to pull out every color that I can think of, and I'm going to do something, I think I'm going to do something sort of pinks and purples and blues and rainbowy colors in general, and I'm not going to complain about it. I'm probably going to use up a few. I think we're going to go from this side. Use up a few colors I love. And I think I have another, this is white pearl. I think I have another white pearl to mix up soon. I'm going to try and leave my caps off. I'm going to try and figure that because it's a big canvas, I'm allowed to put a bunch of paint in this cup. It'd be nice if they were all clog free. And none of them sank like that. I do actually kind of like the squeeze bottles because it means I can run the paint right down the side of the cup. That's cool. So far we're all about purple, which reminds me, it goes very well with this nice folk art color shift. I don't know what kind of color green it's called. It's minty green to me. That's pretty. I like that. I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about it, but I like that. Let's see. We're still in the zone. I'd kind of like some black in there, but I'm not sure that's a good idea or not. I think I got to keep on going with my white. And it doesn't all have to be pearl. I get some really strange things going with how the paint comes out of the tip of these when there gets to be a little lump in the way. Okay, so I know what I started with, and this is not that, but it's going to look good with that. In fact, I'd like quite a bit of that. I'm not sure how that works. You don't always get anything that you expect, but I think that comes, probably figure that out in time with practice. I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. I got to put some black in there. It's a because I can moment. What would my videos be without a because I can moment? Same for the gold. Yeah, bounce it right off the inside of that. Wow, we got a lot of paint going on there. Alright, so can I, sort of, maybe, do the red? I don't know, we'll find out in a minute. It sank the last time I tried, but I wasn't bouncing it off the side. Yeah, it's still kind of sinking. I think the metallic red is not the best thing I could possibly use for ring pours, because like I said, it sinks. If you didn't hear me say it first time, I'm telling you now, it sinks. Alright, and then I have this color shift turquoise, which obviously needs a shake. I'm never worried about a little pool of Floetrol because I tried a long time ago to just use Floetrol as a coating and a glue, and it worked fine. So ever since then, I'm all good about it. I think I'm going to go ahead and get downright obnoxious and put that orange right in there. And whatever will be, will be. I like pink with my orange. That's purple. Okay. I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about this. Better than I thought I would. That, I still didn't clear that. I want that cleared. I broke my brand new bamboo skewer yesterday. Oh, that does not want to come out of there at all, and what a mess. I think the tip of that has never been trimmed. So this is me trimming that right now, because I'm not waiting forever. I don't have nearly enough of that pretty blue. Okay, fine, be that way. And this is supposed to be a sort of an iridescent shell type deal. So, no matter whether I like it or I hate it, this is my pink that I used to complain about. And I'm hoping that that's going to be okay. And the only other thing I really want, even though it may or may not go with that pink, is that orange. So, now, I'm going to move that out of the way. And a few of these things out of the way, because that 18 by 24 inch canvas is bigger. I'm also not going to coat, I'm not going to put any paint down to wet the canvas with my OXO spatula that is completely awesome and available on my Amazon.com link at the top of my page. You know, I really want to just pour from somewhere other than there. I wish I'd put all the colors on the other side. I can do that. I don't have to pour from the spout. I do have to keep my hands from getting too painty. I would like that orange, and I'm not sure how to get it other than to add some, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add a bunch right to the back of that and hope it comes forward. You may not be able to see that, or maybe you can. I'm going to do the same thing with the lighter color orange on top of it, because I like it, and I'm hopeful that there's some great colors. I had good luck with this yesterday, and not seeing enough white in there, and I don't know if it was yesterday. Oh, they're all blending together, the days. Anyway, I'm going to put some more white in there too, because it looks like, although we're going to have a lot of paint, it makes me want to go grab another canvas. There's the white. I'm going to use that. I'm going to grab another canvas. You know what? I've got another canvas handy, even though it's too large. I'm going to do... I don't know what that was that just came out of there. I think it's rather large. Whatever it is, it's gone now. Yeah, I recently did an orange overall ring pour, and I just really enjoyed looking at it and looking at it and looking at it some more, and I went, I need to do that again. Okay, before all my paint's gone, I'm going to go back. I'm going to throw some more of that orange in there. I know I have plenty of paint here. And I'll probably be tipping some off. But I do what I want because I can. And now I'm going to do it again. I'm going to put some more white in there. I didn't put any more black in there, and I did like that black. The black worked out just fine. And another thing I didn't put in there, where is it? Is yellow. I'm not sure I'm going to get away with this, but I'm going to give it a shot. You may be able to see me mixing those colors. Now, because no flies in my painting, the ants just love my artwork. They just like, if I put it down to take a picture of it, they just go crazy. I'm going to put this 16 by 20 right under here, just in case. And then we're going to go back to doing really wild and crazy things. Because we can. I said I wanted it to be candy colors. Well, I may not have said that, but that's kind of what I meant, so. What else do I want in there? I want some more of that orange. I can't believe how fast I'm going through it. And I do have a space to put down my canvas. And somewhere here I have this wonderful new spatula blade by Princeton, which I wish were on my Amazon because they are so awesome. But it didn't stop me from finding them and buying them from someone like, I don't know, Cheap Joe's, who I don't represent, but I do occasionally buy things when their price beats everybody else's. I like to shop around. You can imagine I might have spent a little money on paint in the last year. I think I sold my pool table and spent the money on that, on paint. Okay, so even though I have lovely things in here, I'm not sure how to get any of them off. Whoops. Now they're off. Sort of. That paint is on the outside. This is going in the bucket. I think we're just going to tip until I feel like pulling out my edge catcher. And hopefully some of this paint will fill in the gaps and it will slowly begin to even out a little. I love how it always reminds me of caterpillars. Like I'm playing with something from Alice in Wonderland every time. I'm not going to keep much of that orange. I'm not a slow tipper, so if you're used to slow tippers, oh well. Hopefully you can see most of that. I'm not so talkative, less concerned since someone criticized me. That's okay, 1 in 11,000 is not a bad ratio. You guys are all so nice to me. You're so appreciative and friendly and loving and wonderful. Thank you very much. I don't know, I think it's kind of ugly, but I say that all the time. If I don't say it out loud, I say it in my head. And then I change my mind. It's a daring do. It's like this feat of, I don't know, craziness. That wants to go right off there. Where is my edge catcher? My edge catcher is here. Let's do this thing. Let's try not to put the edge catcher right into the painting. Let's let some of that run right down there and throw it right back onto the canvas. That's what I wanted to do. We have company. Gret, the first video maker. Oh no, she's arrived when my painting's ugly. Yes, I'm still addicted to this ring pouring stuff. It's just not at a, it's at the ugly duckling stage, shall we say.
Are you videoing?
Yes, I am. I did warn you. I texted you. I said I'm compelled. I can't help myself.
I figured it out. It's on here.
Oh, cool. Garrett made our first videos, and they're pretty awesome, but nobody seems to know about that because they're on her playlist, and they didn't start out being titled Fluid Art. This is getting kind of cool, sort of, kind of. It's definitely turning into something different. I think my edge catcher is going to be prettier than the painting. Maybe. Maybe not. Yeah, I know, I can hear it. I never waste paint, and I am right now wasting paint. Absolutely. I'm going to use the paint on my edge catcher to catch up. Yes, I can hear it. I did put a canvas down first so that it would be helpful. I don't really want to lose all that orange down there. Bummer. I want that. And truthfully, I can... Ooh, I like that. I'm not sure I like what's in the middle, though. What do I want to do? Something rude. There you go. I'm gonna help it. I can't help it. I don't usually use my fingers.
Yes, you do.
Okay, not exactly like that.
Always use your fingers.
And it's gonna go anyway. I can't keep it. We'll be tipping that one underneath. Here, let's just go for it.
It's a lot of paint.
It is. It's way more paint than I usually use. And I think we're gonna come all the way back in the other direction. And I just realized that I was completely unconscious of where somebody might be watching. And I'm so bad at being a slow tipper. I really am. I don't want it on my arm. Stay off my arm. Painting Wrestling 101. Alright, so I have all this really cool paint over here. And all that paint. I'm going to be washing my tile again. I think it's a because I can moment. Go. Behave. Okay, I'm going to take this.
Yes.
And put it right there.
Get that orange.
And take that. Put it right there. And take that out of my way.
I call that improvising.
I might have made some mud. There's a really good chance of that, actually. But I'm not sure that this was my best for any reason. And I am covered. Covered more than usual. It's not a graceful process, and I'm not thrilled with those colors. I don't know what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. And I can't go over there because nobody can see me over there. And I'm
gonna leave this on your desk.
Yeah, you can just leave that on my desk. I'm going to be done in, oh my, 2 minutes.
You look like you're having so much fun.
I'm not sure I'm having as much fun as I have done doing other things. I think I'm going to have to take my straw out and I think I'm going to have to wash now before it gets
play with
later.
that a little bit, huh?
This might be just not a good one.
Okay. Bye, Priscilla.
See you. Thank you, Garat. I think this might be the perfect thing to try some Rain-X on because I'm not super thrilled. There's no particular composition in this. There's a lot of muddy paint and I just want to dump it all on something else. Which is, I forgot I had a bar on the back. I got 1 minute. Everything's going that way. If I can rescue this, I am a magician. I got a lump. Is it Floetrol or is it a bud? It doesn't really matter. It's getting better. Much improved. Why not have a ball? If things aren't going your way, do something different. That is like way too much paint. When am I going to learn? Ring pours just baffle me. I just don't have it yet completely at all. But I am much happier with that painting than I was. And I am going to put this other canvas aside because I'm not going to do anything with that right now. I really just want to put some like yellow in there. I have to rinse again. Alright, well that was kind of bizarre and we're out of time, so I'll be back in the next video. See you in a minute. Goodbye for now. Priscilla out.